Let It Shine is the greatest Disney movie of all time. Why did I say it like that? This movie had Everybody Hates Chris Brown Jr., and this movie is the movie that made Coco Jones an African queen. But even though Let It Shine was a classic, this movie was also incredibly dumb. Let's get right into the movie and you will see what I'm saying. By far the best thing about this movie or any other Disney Channel movies were the songs, and this movie began with a classic. I don't care what anybody says, okay? This is one of the best gospel songs, right up there with Lord, I Lift Your Name on High. Anything that is your favorite, whatever your favorite gospel song is, this one is right up there with it, okay? Forget.
Turn it up, no need to be under. The boom in my face will rock you like thunder. So
over here we meet a young Chloe and Halle Bailey. They are in church singing. Fast forward to 2024, one of them is a mermaid, Samami Water, and the other is singing for the devil.
Making love with you, loving you.
The devil has gotten all of these people. Now, if you look over here, the pastor he has a bit of discomfort on his face, and that's because
rap is the devil's music and does not belong in a house of worship.
And Songs of Solomon is God's sexy music. And so at this point, we know that Cyrus, we'll call him Chris, because that's what we know him as. Everybody hates Chris. So first problem, Chris's dad really hates rap, as he should. But then I don't get why he looks uncomfortable in this part of the song. Because that song is not a rap song in the beginning, at least. When it gets to the rap, if you reacted at the rap side, it will make sense. But why is he reacting to the part that sounds very normal gospel, normal black gospel? Anyway, I guess he hates rap so much that he could see the rap coming from afar. And so now we meet Chris's friend, Chris. Now Chris is called Cyrus in this movie, and his friend is called Chris. They are just giving him the Chris name. That is his name. Now Chris is played by Trevor Jackson, and he was supposed to become the next Chris Brown, but he didn't make it because he hasn't beat any woman yet, as far as we know. And also he became like a laughing stock on TikTok when he dubbed the cover of Water.
Make me lose my breath in your water.
In your Now Everybody Hates Chris is a producer, and Trevor is a dancer. And right here we can tell the difference between them.
We always enjoy you, Chris.
No, nice to meet you. I'm Cyrus.
Everybody Hates Chris does not get girls because he does not look as nice. Trevor looks like Chris Brown, and so he gets girls. And you know, this is great because if you saw both of them in real life, you know, it's just, you understand. It's a fact. Wow, I'm looking at this guy's dating history, and it looks like guys make money. Make a lot of money because the girls I'm seeing over here. Look at this. This is Keke Palmer, Akila and the Beast.
No, I just want a girl who's about something, a girl that's substance. A girl I can take to Atlanta Jazz Museum. Feel me?
I also want a girl I can take to the Atlanta Jazz Museum. But the girl's not a problem. The plane ticket is the problem for me. Now, Everybody Hates Chris works in this club where we get our very first rap battle of the movie.
As we crown this month's Rap King!
Now, battle rap is a very serious art form. It's a very competitive thing. People are going at each other, they're insulting each other in the worst ways possible. And so, Disney had to take it serious and begin a rap battle with a dance-off.
The party's going on tonight.
Now, when we first watched this movie, a lot of things went over our heads because we were children and we were short. But watching it again, a couple of things are some way. So in this battle rap, in Disney's version of a battle rap, the dancers are choreographing the bars.
It's too small because he has too big hair under your arms like a real big wig.
And when he says a real big wig, the girl on the right is shaking her wig. How did she know? So like, how did they rehearse it? Was he doing the bars and the guys were like, doing the choreograph to the bars?
You the boss, but you have no wealth. No employees, you should fire yourself. And your pants so tight that you can barely move.
Again, over here, when he says that bar, they are choreographing the guy's pants being too tight. And one of the dancers even says the line with him. If you look closely over here.
You're a bum that sells all rap for free.
I feel like Disney may have innovated a new way of battle rap. I think this is actually innovative. I don't know why this didn't catch on, but I would love to watch a battle rap where the dancers are choreographing. It's like a dance and a battle rap at the same time. Should I make that happen? And then as battle rap goes, we need to have a dance break. And over here we have it by Trevor. And then we have a rap battle interlude by Everybody Hates Chris.
I'm working for minimum wage when I should be up on the stage.
Now this guy, Blink, is the bad guy, so he has to win the battle in the beginning. Even though in my opinion, the other guy had better bars, but he lost. And as a loser in the battle rap, you have to dance him off the stage.
Let's go, let's go.
Now if you didn't know he was a bad guy yet, they had to feed your childhood brain because the movie is for children and make him out of nowhere look at everybody hates Chris like, you know, like he's going to do something to him. I don't know why. Does he know him? Did they have a fight before? Why is he looking at him like that? But it doesn't take too long for us to get our first rap battle between Everybody Hates Chris and Blink.
You got some basic skill, I'll give you that, but you know that with the rhymes.
I'm vegetarian, so I don't want no beef.
I'm vegetarian, so I don't want no beef. That's the bar. I'm sorry, but you have to listen to your own words. Like, you have some basic skill, I'll give you that, but you don't really have, you're not really hot with the bars. You told a guy that that's too easy, and then your bar was, I'm vegetarian, so I don't want no beef. He's the good guy of the movie, so we have to give him a pass. Now, in the next scene is where we are introduced to our queen.
Roxy.
That's our girl.
Now, I know it sounded like there were the only two people who said that's our girl. But what it actually sounded like was this.
That's our girl.
When you account for the millions of boys that said the same thing at the very moment they saw that girl on screen, okay? I don't know about anywhere else, but over here, oh my God. Niggas were dying for that girl. Everybody was talking about her when the movie came out. It was crazy. So over here is where we have our inciting incident. This is where the story takes a turn. So Roxy, Coco Jones, is doing a competition, a singing competition to find the next big star. And so Everybody Hates Chris decides to enter a song into the competition because he has been writing rhymes like
I'm vegetarian
and producing songs.
I'm gonna submit a song for the contest. I'm gonna win it.
Of course you are, you're the main character. And it's all good until Trevor decides to also enter the competition.
Because I'm doing a song for the contest too.
And this is where, okay, let's continue. You see what I'm saying. Now, of course, Everybody Hates Chris is the main character. But then the next scene, he proves to us that he didn't just win because he's the main character, because he made this instant classic.
Don't run away, don't run away from the truth, 'cause I'm not giving up on you.
I can't tell you how many times I watched this particular scene. There's a time where I was watching this movie every single night because of this scene.
Normally I couldn't turn your head, that's why I had to write this instead.
But let's think about what is going on over here. This guy is entering a competition and decided to use the song to propose to the girl. So he went to school with this girl. They haven't been in contact for a long time, but he's still stuck on her from way back so much that now she's a big star and he's entering a competition and he's using the song to propose to the girl. And so this raises a philosophical question of, does he want to win the competition or the girl? Does he see the girl just as a prize to be won? So Chris sends the song to her on a CD. Yes, this was back then when CD was a name for two things. Now we don't use one anymore, but I'm going to keep using the other one forever. Now over here, I'm a little confused. First of all, he filled a form. So he writes his name on the form. But then when he has to pick a picture for them to use to identify him, he picks one where it is him and Trevor. And Trevor is on the left side, closer to the camera, looking like he's the one who sends the thing. Also on the form, he wrote his phone number. So they did not reach him. And I'm saying all of this because you've probably seen the movie. But when Roxy sees the picture, she automatically assumes that Trevor is the one who made the song.
So he calls himself Truth, and it's real music, and it says something. Plus, it's so cool that these are my boys from back in the day.
This is corruption. Clear corruption. The guy that's happy to go to kindergarten with you won the competition, but then again, the song is really, really good, and so you can't, I'm a little bit conflicted. Of course, it's corruption, but it's good corruption because he deserves to win.
Chris, you look great. Cyrus, you look the same. I mean, exactly like you did in 3rd grade.
Oh. Coco Jones, dang. I mean, what is your problem? Why you have to do a guy like that? Everybody hates Chris even to this day. But not to this day, to that day. Because now they like him and everything he does.
Your song was amazing. I may be crazy, but I felt like you made it about me.
You are crazy. You are actually crazy. Why would you assume that? But he actually did make it about her, so she's not crazy. It is crazy that is your first thought, that he made it about you.
Oh, sure. Yeah, you were most definitely what I'm rapping about.
And if he did make it about you, wouldn't that be a problem? Would you find a problem with that? But again, the song is really, really good, so it compensates for all of this.
Y'all need to quit.
And speaking of Roxy, the entire movie, the entire story only works because she's absolutely stupid. I really love this movie, but these are the facts.
That's me, I'm true.
What? But why are they saying that you won when I did?
First question. Is dating Roxy part of the winning package? Because when Everybody Hates Chris comes out to come and tell the truth, so now Chris and Trevor make a plan to keep deceiving Roxy and make her think that Trevor is truth.
She likes you because she thinks you're truth. So why don't we just keep letting her think that?
That's not the reason. She likes him because he's a fine boy. Okay? Because let's be honest, if at that point the guy went and confessed, we wouldn't have a movie. But let's just say he went and confessed. Would she have stopped liking him, Trevor, and all of a sudden like the guy because he's truth? That's somehow even worse. Because do you like the human being, or you like the idea of them as truth because they can write good music? The whole thing is confusing me, but I really love this movie, guys. And so they go to the studio, and
Yo, it's Roxy. Lay low, she didn't see you.
Then let me hear your freestyle.
Freestyle?
Repeat after me. If I speak from my heart,
If I speak from my heart.
is she deaf? Can she not hear the sound from the headphones? Is the studio really soundproof that she can't hear him speaking inside? I'm still confused. She can't hear the headphones. And this whole thing they're doing. So what if the guy dies? What if everybody hates Chris dies? Then what will happen?
Chris, what are you doing in there?
easier for me to talk to you like this.
Is she blind? Can you not see the difference between this guy's head shape and the other guy's head shape? Or is it a memory that does she have ADHD or something? Is she forgets the guy's head shape? They're not wearing the same clothes and it's not completely dark in the studio. So what is happening?
Don't be shy.
It's hard for me to say how I feel in person. Just let my words caress you.
Ew.
Hey, the line is cringe, but I see this guy has a special skill. He does something cringe and then he makes up for it with a classic, because the next song I love this fucking song. The guy is great. Okay, I mean, it's not him, but like it's the character. His music is insane.
Tell me.
Bro, he even walks to the front to come and press play for the song that she didn't see that this is not Jesus Christ. This is really sad, because it means that everybody hates Chris is so invisible to her that even a clear image of him cannot bring a memory in her head for her to be suspicious in any way. So sad.
Oh, I think she's falling for me.
You mean me? Yo, switch spots, quick.
Once again, is the girl blind? Does she have an eye problem? Has she been so blinded by fame? She didn't see them switching spots? This guy is taller.
There you are.
I'm all yours.
Now, I used to wonder why they never kissed in this movie, because none of them kissed the girl. They're about to kiss over here, but they don't. It's because at the time they're shooting the movie, the two guys were, I think, 19 and above, and Coco Jones was like 16. So it wasn't going to work. I told this to a friend of mine, and he said, so what? We are no longer friends because I am not testifying in court one day. So now we have a scene, an event that creates even more confusion in this movie that will come together at the end. So over here, Chris, everybody hates Chris, is working on a duet for Roxy and Trevor. He says a lot of music gibberish over here.
And the staccato of Chris's rhyme will come in hard with the counterpoint.
The staccato of Chris's rhyme will come in hard with the counterpoint is music gibberish. The words are music terms, but it doesn't mean anything over here.
Then I'll drop out the hi-hat.
Drop out the hi-hat. I can still hear the hi-hat.
I was thinking for this track, is if the two of you actually have a conversation.
The conversation, keep that in mind. Keep that conversation in mind. It's very important.
A girl like Roxy would never go for a guy like me. I mean,
and that's a fact.
look at me and look at Chris. He's cool, good looking, got that swagger, and I'm like,
Wallpaper and a hoodie.
So this is a story about self-esteem and self-worth, knowing who you are. Even if you're ugly, you have no bitches, you have no aura, you have no style. These kind of movies where they make it for like the ugly guy, you know, and they try to inspire ugly people. That's what this thing is, let's be honest. Who's making movies for the beautiful people? Who's teaching them what to do? This is a very big problem in society. We've taught the ugly people how to be confident, but we don't tell the beautiful people anything. That's why they are bitches. If what I just said did not offend you, then you know where you stand on the beauty scale.
You just gotta speak up for yourself and be who you really are.
who am I really?
Your truth!
Oh.
And over here he sings another classic, Guardian Angel. This song still gives me goosebumps to this day.
They say I'm young, but my purpose is the inspiration of a nation, innovation, till I change the talk into a conversation.
Another confusing thing is that Roxy is the one singing the hook. So Roxy comes to the bar, hears her own voice singing, and does not recognize it.
I came to meet Chris. You were just rapping. You sound just like Chris.
I was just lip syncing.
You might just be the best lip syncer I've ever seen.
No, you are the dumbest bitch he has ever seen. I can't call her a bitch, she was 16 at that time. But then over here, something changes. All of a sudden, everybody hates Chris. Starts to play the game a little bit. He starts to advance in stages. Now he's in the group. He's not in the league. He's way out of the league. But over here, he enters the group stages.
Car dropped me off here, and I'm starving.
I haven't eaten. I don't know what you were thinking. It's up to you.
Okay.
We are in. We have qualified. So now in the group stages, the guy decides to use his musical knowledge to razzle and dazzle her, you know, the staccato and the counterpoints, all that stuff, the jazz and all that stuff, to try and advance into the knockout stages.
I can tell you can sing a little bit.
A little bit.
He's even like poking fun at her a little bit to try and, you know, not look like a bitch that he is. This guy's gonna win.
I remember when you sang in church and you were like 8 years old.
You remember that?
Yes, of course. The little girl with the big voice.
Bringing back childhood memories to make her emotional. This guy's learning. Okay, we're at the quarterfinals now.
So, what kind of music do you like?
Opera?
Opera?
Yeah. You like opera?
We're advancing, bro. She likes opera. Does anybody like opera? Are there people who like opera who are not rich?
I don't know. I just like to be influenced by all kind of things when I rap.
What?
I mean, when I write for Chris.
Wait. Hold on a second. He said when I write for Chris. Did he just out himself? I'm not catching this. Because the whole thing was based on the fact that she liked the guy based on the writing ability and the song and stuff like that. And so the whole plan was to make her keep thinking that Trevor is the one doing the writing. But he says when I write for Chris. She didn't catch it. You see what I said? The whole thing is based on the girl being down.
Every note says something. And when it's all strung together, they should tell their own story.
Wow.
So over here, you can see we are in the semi-finals. And you know, over here, it kind of makes the thing make sense a little bit because you can tell she's falling in love with him based on his music knowledge. So I'm thinking like, what does this girl love really? Like if anybody, no matter what they look like, started talking about how all the notes tell a story, would she fall in love with them?
It seems like we have more in common than Chris and I.
Oh my God, we are inside. This is, I won't say this is the finals, but I'll say this is the second leg of the semi-finals. He already won the first leg. So after this moment, Roxy decides to go to the church and she sings at the church, another classic.
So good to be home, where I know that I belong.
This song was very underappreciated. Disney has the special skill of writing gospel songs that have no Jesus Christ or no God in it at all. So at this point, everybody hates Chris finds out that things are not going too well between Roxy and Trevor. So he swoops in like a snake to try and put a little hole inside the foundation of the relationship a little bit. Just a little push.
The camera loves me, and Roxy loves me.
You sure about that? So, things going pretty good with you and Chris?
Yeah, it couldn't be better. Was that even believable?
Not really, but
And I know this because I've been there. I've done this. I know how it goes.
Well, I mean, I just don't know why I feel like I can talk to you so easily, but not Chris.
So at this point, everything goes bad for everybody hates Chris. Everybody hates him once again. His friend is on the charts and stuff, and he has nothing. But it looks like all the groundwork paid off because at this point, our man reached the finals. Finally.
I guess I just wish he and I connected more like you and I do.
He and I connected like you and I do. I know this. This sounds familiar. I know this. I've been there. And at this point, he snaps. He snaps and gets angry because he came too close to the meat and he didn't get eat it. So let's go hard this time and they have a fight.
Chris, you don't get it. Okay, you get up on that stage, you pop, you lock, you jump around like an extra from you got served.
Jump around like an extra from you got served. Wow. The guy is a writer for real. Just remember that movie? Now let's get to the final scene where the entire confusion comes together in one big confusing scene. Blink wins the rap battle and wins the trophy. And over here, Roxy has to perform with Truth. But then, because of the fight and stuff, and Truth is not a real guy and all the problems before, you know, things are going bad for him. And then his friend, everybody hates Chris, comes to save him. And I'm confused. Is this not fraud? Don't they run into legal issues over here?
The truth is, you deserve to be with Roxy. Besides, I'm not the guy she fell for anyway.
No, you are. What the fuck do you mean? You are the guy she fell for. So if you remember, he played a song to them where he said a musical gibberish and there was supposed to be a conversation. Now, in this scene, the problem is the song they are singing is describing the entire situation and it's pre-recorded.
Did you really mean the words that you said?
So I'm asking myself, when she was recording the song in the studio, did she not realize what they were talking about? I'm telling you, the entire story is based on the fact that Roxy, Coco Jones, not Coco Jones, Roxy, is dumb. So here's the question. Let's just say that they decided to keep up the lie and Trevor decided to come out. What lyrics was he going to sing? What was he going to rap about? What was the song? What's the original song?
Beside, I should have told you, but I never had the courage, and I thought you really wouldn't understand.
They even had ad-libs. Unless they're saying that the song was not recorded, which is crazy because it was he wrote it in the beginning of the movie, not in the beginning, in the middle.
But the Grand Slam has a no lip sync policy, so you're gonna have to perform the rap live.
Unless it was like live and the lyrics he's performing are completely live that she hasn't heard before, which wouldn't make any sense because it doesn't go with the chorus that she is singing that they had written before. That was already recorded. So it's just so much going on.
Did you do it all for him? Or were you only playing me?
Did she hear the lyrics when she was recording herself? Did she hear that part? Because the hook, let's just say, yeah, fine. The hook is the generic, whatever, it's generic hook. But these lines are so specific. She even looks at him and points. And he even mentioned names in the song. He says Chris was all this and that in the song.
And Chris was all this and that, and my look didn't really fit the rap, it didn't match.
My theory is that the whole thing was cooked up by the label for the performance to be believable to the fans, for the single to sell. That's the only way it works. This whole thing was cooked so that the people, you know, in the movies universe, they'll go home and say, wow, this was crazy. The guy was lying to her all the time, and then they'll go and listen to the song and then they'll sell records. That's the only way it makes sense. Okay? Oh, we still love this movie. We loved it because the feeling. It gave us that moment gave us a feeling, you know, like especially when he says the
Roxy, I'm sorry.
You're spinning round and round and round in my head.
And in this scene, as children watching this was our be yourself moment. You know, we got the message to be ourselves. But what is being yourself really? I think this movie says the wrong message because the truth is this guy shouldn't be on the stage. He doesn't look like a rapper. What is he doing over there? He's a great writer. He should write for his friend, and his friend looks like a performer. So being themselves is actually what they were doing. The friend is a dancer. He can do all those things. So he should be up on the stage. The underdog doesn't always have to win in the way that society thinks they should win, which is like public praise and being up on stage or something like that. Because sometimes you just don't have the skill set. This just feeds into our desire, like people who are bullied or stuff like that. It fits into the desire to want to prove everybody wrong, which as a child that is cool, but when you're growing up you learn that that's not life. Hey, this is a Disney movie, okay? It's for children. It was written by adults but it's still for children. Please.
Rox, come on, open up. I'm sorry, but we were electric out there. Couldn't you feel it?
What?
No, did you feel that?
The truth is she's not really angry because they lied to her. She's angry that the real guy is ugly. He's not fine. Now, listen, I'm not saying Tyler James Williams is ugly, you know, but in the context of this movie, that's how he's presented to be. I mean, he's not the finest guy, but like, you get what I'm saying. Yeah, you understand. Yeah, you're grown up, you know what I'm saying. She's only angry because the guy is not the fine boy. If it was the other way around, if let's say everybody hates Chris was the one who was lying, and then she found out that Trevor was the one who was actually, you think she'll be angry like this? No.
I should have been upfront with you from the jump. You wanted the hot guy and the hot music all at the same time.
Fact.
Wrong side.
Hey, don't even say wrong. Hey, it's a fact. Stop that thing.
It wasn't about his looks. I fell in love with your words.
But he told you that he writes for him. Did he not say it when they were under this thing? He said that he write for him. So at that point, you can switch sides. And then we get the most iconic rap battle in history of rap battles. Not just in movies, not just in anything, in the history of rap battles completely.
Bling, you don't want to battle. You're the snake without the rattle. You're the boat without.
Now recently there have been debates about who actually won this battle. People are saying that Truth did not win the battle, but Bling won the battle. And I think there's some cases to make for him, but I don't think you can beat the ending. The ending, the way Truth ended, the thing, you can't really beat that.
You're weak like 7 days. You deserve booze.
You're weak like 7 days. That line has been overused. It is weak like 7 days. Come on, bro.
Cause you don't have the guts to tell us who you really are.
You are telling somebody that they don't have the guts to tell us who they really are? Truth, really? For real, after what just happened? Let's be serious. Let's have some integrity over here. You are not exactly innocent in this case. You know what? Bling won the beef because of this thing that he said. Bling won the rap battle.
The only girls you get are in the pages of a catalog. Yes.
Listen, that last verse was so fire, and that's what matters. The last verse is the Disney rap battle. The last verse is what matters, and he completely destroyed him. There's no way he was coming back from that. The guy won. He played the game, got into the finals, and won the trophy. The real trophy and the girl trophy.
Roxanne Andrews, nice to see you again.
So now she loves this guy. Emma. I still want to ask you to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. I will ask you to leave your comments below. Let me know what you think about the video. Let me know what you think about the movie. Did you watch it when it came out? I watched it like 2 years after it came out, because at the time it came out, I wasn't a rich kid, so I didn't have the DSTV. So I waited till I was old enough to watch it on the alternative platforms. Yeah, I really love this. It is my favorite Disney movie of all time. Of course, I haven't seen a lot. I have seen like Disney Channel movie, not Disney movie. Now, I love this movie so much. I love the songs in this movie so much. Do I not love the songs as much as I love you guys? I'm trying to let me think about this. You know what? I still don't love them as much as I love you guys, and I'll see you guys soon in another video. Sing the song.
People are gonna never ever ask you to like and subscribe, but you go fi share my video if you know you're feeling my vibe. People are gonna never ever ask you to like and subscribe, but you go fi share my